Hear ye, hear ye. It's the divisional round, and that's you know what that means. It means that we are going to be dissecting every little nugget of these 4 games. It's your first look show, and we're just going to be talking a lot of ball. No BS, just ball. That's what this show is. If you know anything about this show, it's ball knowers talking ball, y'all. That's what you're going to get here on the Swolecast, sponsored by Splash Sports.
Can you see the static from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand content.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.
Just live a little, guys.
All right, welcome in. Welcome in. David Kitchen alongside Peter Overzet and Davis Maddock. Davis, you got the Charlotte Hornets starter jacket on?
I do, Dave.
Pete, does this inspire you? That's awesome. Grandmama. Does this inspire you to go dig out some of your Denver Broncos stuff before you head back to Denver?
Yeah, no, I have to. I have my Avs hat. I used to have the Avs starter jacket when I was a kid.
Oh, dude. You know,
Davis had the Avs hat. Davis took one of his class pictures in the Avs hat.
Yeah.
Peter, your childhood Avs starter jacket could fit me now. So if you find if you find that when you're home, I'll pay you for it.
It's so funny because every time my dad comes out, he brings me just like a box of stuff that I still have around. But now it's just like he's bringing out like a 7th grade biology test. I'm like, Dad, if it's cool Denver sports memorabilia, bring that. You can leave the old tests at home. Yeah. I don't need that anymore.
Yeah, my mom is a math teacher. She found some of those graphs that you do on like graph paper with the this stuff, and I'm like, I threw it out on January 1st this year because I'm trying to get just all the clutter out.
How much of that?
Marie Kondo this year?
Yes.
How much of that clutter ended up in the home gym area?
I mean, a little bit did, yeah. I mean, of course. That's also a part of it. I've got a pretty fun case of plantar fasciitis going right now. So if
do you have the sock? You have the plantar fasciitis sock?
I've got like some sort of sock thing, but I mean, this morning I got out of bed. I was like, oh gosh.
If you put the sock on, it will basically eliminate the pain. It doesn't eliminate the issue, but it presses on your nerves in such a way that you won't feel it.
Yeah, I don't believe you, but if you have a link, Davis, send it to me. And
I've had plantar fasciitis, and
I'm sure you have, Davis. You've had every soft tissue injury that there is.
Well, no, I just get overuse injuries because as everyone who's ever met me knows, I go too hard. I can't. I don't create safe limits on things. Yeah. I'm either all in or I'm all out. How
relieved are the local Nashville pickleball courts not have you thumping on them for a while?
That's what I mean. This is a pickleball injury, so
that's the only thing you do that's vaguely athletic. Of course, it's a pickleball injury.
On the basketball courts. On the basketball courts, but you don't know, like when you're a coach, when there's something. Just, I don't know, humbling when you are coaching little kid sports and you're limping around the basketball court. That's humbling.
Ricky's with me. The sock helps.
All right. Send me a link and maybe I'll get the affiliate link and put it on the YouTube page. I also want to point out X Ghost AFX said
he did get a new camera.
Looking crisp. Bang. Yes,
new year, new kitchen.
New year, new me. We have a lot to discuss, and I don't want to step on any of Pete's toes. We've already got 1 foot injury here. So without further ado, let's get to Mr. Overzet's overview.
Got that dog in the fight. got that dog in him. OVERZETS, overview. Come
on. Great weekend of football. It did make me wonder, though, Kitchen, did you have another magical experience last night, staying up late waiting for a Connor Hayward TD? Did it ever come?
No. If by Connor Hayward, you mean DK Metcalf.
Okay.
No. Yeah, we didn't get
No. All right. Yeah. Were things pretty sad in the late round quarterback slack after the Steelers loss?
He was okay. You know, he was fine. He was coping. Fire Mike Tom, yeah, he wasn't too bad. I think it's when you allow yourself, and you're going through this, when you allow yourself to be a laundry bro and you get your hopes up. And then
what if this treatment of yours, like, what if it takes too well and you come back from this weekend and you're like uber invested in Denver athletics? Like you're like, you have like thoughts on like Jaden Pickett's development.
Do you know what's so funny about that? I really wanted that to be the case. My one buddy, his entire extended family lives in Buffalo. So he's a Buffalo proxy fan. My other friend, they live in Oregon, don't really have a team. His son has become the world's biggest Josh Allen fan, and he loves Buffalo. And they were like, is it going to be awkward? You're like cheering for the Broncos, and we're kind of want the Bill. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, guys. Like, they're just going to go have fun. But I think my laundry stuff is going to be tampered down by them. But deep down, when I'm standing at Invesco Field at Mile High, I think it will all come flooding back. But let's continue here. That Texans defense was everywhere last night, swarming, tackling. I felt like I was watching ice. To be clear, I wasn't watching. I was sleeping, but I did look at the box score this morning, and let me just say, 2026 is looking like it's going to be a much better year for Christians named Kirk.
Oh my gosh. You just get on with it.
Sure. And look, I know the defense is getting all the love, Kitchen, but I thought his first TD was the real turning point.
Oh gosh.
I was just
Dave's going to quit the show.
I'm not. I'm just waiting for it to end.
There's one more. I was just surprised that a Kirk celebration didn't come with a fireworks display.
Oh god.
Oh.
You okay, Kitchen?
Yeah, no, we're good.
He's sweating. He's sweating.
This is like the award show when the host is just roasting everybody in the audience. And you're just like, please let it be someone else's turn.
I just figured that the people who were upset about those jokes initially are already gone, so we should be fine.
I got some hate last week.
You did?
Yes, on the comments, because I made a joke about Somalian daycares. And
you got hate for that?
Yes.
Wow, I got to go back and check that one out. What did they say?
They said maybe I should start taking the Minnesota stuff more serious now.
Okay. Well, I wish the Vikings would take Max Brosmer more serious, but Minnesota's just an unserious state.
Max Brosmer's going to become like a low-key legend of the channel. Like, we're going to be mentioning this like UDFA like 4 years from now, and no one's going. That's going to be another Swolecast lore that no one is going to remember.
All right. And less controversial stuff. George Kittle suffered an Achilles injury, and other than the people in the stadium, no one had the scoop quicker than one Mr. Peter Jennings. He was on top of it.
That's so funny. That tweet was immediately posted in like 6 group chats. I mean, people were like waiting to see what he said.
If there's the Achilles injury, you can't get a post, but then you had the update.
Yes,
the update.
And here's the thing. You do have to immediately turn on notifications once Pete goes into Achilles journalism mode. And if you did turn on updates, you were not disappointed, because Pete alerted us all to a conspiracy about a low-frequency electromagnetic field near the Niners Stadium that is maybe responsible for weakening the tendons of players nearby, leading to a higher rate of Achilles injuries.
Had you guys already seen this?
I had.
Yes, this is from the off season. People were talking about this with Ricky Pearsall. The reason why Pearsall couldn't get healthy.
I will say it's nice to be able to listen to an entire Joe Rogan pod in a single tweet. Oh man, keep playing the hits, Jennings. It's Lord knows that's what we do around here. In other news, Nerdy Tenor won another millie. I would say shout out to our sponsor, Run the Sims. Rumor going around that he hand built this lineup, guys. Nerdy's really just trying to get his little player take.
He had some strong opinions on that game last night. He was messaging me. He was like, Azir Al-Shaid is not going to be able to keep up in this matchup.
I didn't even see the lineup. What I assume it had to have Christian Kirk on it.
I honestly have no idea, but yes.
Okay. All right. This is the overview though. Divisional round weekend. No more fucking around. Like we said, I will be in attendance for the Bills-Broncos game. Denver's currently a -1 home favorite, and they set the over-under at 45.5 Chess Liam tweets in the first quarter for that game.
I turned notifications on. You have to. Yeah.
Well, I keep talking to people about Liam tweets and they're like, I have him muted, or what. I was like, what do you got, guys? This is what we live for. Like, you gotta embrace the
you
tweets.
have to be softer than baby shit to not have like full attention on Liam's timeline during a Bills game.
No, because then you're not going to be able to appreciate the full arc of what's going to eventually happen with Josh Allen and this Bills squad. You got to be there for the full thing. On Saturday night, we have the Seahawks hosting the Niners. If you ever wanted to watch quarterbacks alternate pick sixes for 4 quarters, this is going to be your game. We then have the Patriots hosting the Texans. That game has a 39.5 point total. But for me, this game is just a cruel reminder that the Chargers didn't win, so we could be treated to another week of Tier Tart playing football. And it is pretty incredible that almost every Swoley thinks of us when they hear his name. And I say almost because when Kitchen hears it, he thinks of Pop-Tarts. And then we have the finale this weekend, the Bears hosting the Rams. And if you've been waiting to apologize to Davis for Caleb Williams, stay in line.
You got one more week. You got one more week.
Apologize after this one.
Let me tell you, though, if he comes out and beats the Rams, I mean, we might have to have a special emergency ship chasing for a long form apology from
we will.
Parade.
I will commit to that right now. If the Bears win, let's have a Tuesday ship chase or ADP chasing for sure.
I will also I'll commit.
Also, I just pulled up the chat and there was a comment from earlier from Late Round FF that says, fuck the Steelers.
Fuck
Is
the
that
Steelers?
JJ on the corporate account?
Yeah,
Wow.
You also got called a low test liberal. So keep that.
Don't block that guy. Don't block that guy.
I didn't block
Davis
him.
only blocks people who come after him.
That's not true. I also block people that come after Dave, but I know that you can handle it, Peter. You're a grown man.
I can handle it. Yeah. I do worry about the snowflakes sometimes out there.
I do too. I really do worry about them because there are a lot of them these days. They're very sad about their beliefs being attacked.
Many are saying. Is that it, Pete? You got?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
How disruptive was Tier Tart though?
He was good, man.
Like you see him now, and it's just like
are you
people are
guys
apologizing to Davis for the Caleb Williams stuff. People are starting to apologize to me for the Tier Tart stuff. We didn't know.
Are you guys proud of me for not doing an inflammatory Justin Herbert tweet on Saturday night during that or Sunday night during that game?
I will say, dude, like Herbert, he literally can't even throw the ball. Like it was rushing.
Oh, they got to Peter. Holy shit! Big NFL got to Peter.
Oh wow!
You might as well have Trey Lance out there.
Chat.
I mean, I cleared. What?
I am the most neutral Justin Herbert guy ever, but him playing out there they should have given him the Omarion Hampton play one snap.
Are you Dan Orlovsky, Ben Solak? Are you guys all like? Steven Ruiz? Are you guys all in like a group chat?
How do you think Mina learned how to do the Davis voice? I've been showing it to him in the private group chat.
I would say of all the people who Big Herbert would have gotten to, I would not have expected it to be Peter.
No, I mean I am the least. I don't care about Justin Herbert other than that he has the hottest fucking girlfriend, dude. But he couldn't throw the ball. Like what are they even doing?
What is more cringe? Everyone on the internet doing their Madison beer thing with him, or people saying that he's so good in like another huge loss.
This corner of Twitter, maybe all I see are Chess Liam tweets, but I don't see any of this dialogue that you're talking about. I've never seen this.
I mean,
I've never seen
obviously-
a Walking Bets post in my algo.
So obviously my algorithm knows that I like to get mad. So during Chargers games, it feeds me nothing but Justin Herbert is the greatest quarterback to have ever lived. He has no time. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, Justin Herbert, he's walking on water. Blah, blah, blah. Answer me this, everyone from big fucking NFL. If their offensive line is so bad, why did the Patriots blitz so often then? Couldn't they just get pressure with 4 if the offensive line is really that bad? Couldn't they just drop?
Snap.
Couldn't they just drop into coverage?
What do you have to say about that?
Oh.
I just want to know, what did Justin Herbert do to Davis other than dragging a worse team to the Chiefs to the playoffs?
Do you honestly, do you want to know, do you really want to know the genesis moment, the Trae Young genesis moment of this? In 2021, after Justin Herbert just had his great season, The Athletic did their consensus, like top 100 players in the NFL, and Justin Herbert was ranked ahead of Patrick Mahomes. And ever since then, I've just been like, well, this is unconscionable. I won't tolerate it. I won't stand for it. So that is literally what it was.
I thought that Keenan Allen looked terrible. Like, he needs to just go back into retirement and not come back. I thought he looked bad. However, I know you guys didn't watch most of the game, but the playoff games on Saturday.
I watched every minute.
Awesome.
I watched every
awesome.
minute of every game other than the game last night.
Got a hundo super chat from FV Fantasy. He was in our mentions earlier. He won I don't want to misquote him.
30K. He won the
30K.
BR.
Yeah, 30K, and he thanked the Badge Bros and Pete, and then lastly he said, most importantly, shout out David Kitchen for all the valuable insight. So
see, I get a Twitter mention, but
yeah.
Davis Tuttle gets $25.99. Dave gets $4.99. So that gets us to what? $31. So Davis gets, I can't do math right now, $59.
Well, subtract YouTube's cut.
That's right. Then factor in taxes, and Davis owes FV Fantasy.
Let everyone be rest assured, if you ever send a super chat to the channel, which you will always get your airtime for that, I promise you. Yeah. Dave is not doing the math behind hand. It's getting split. It's getting split evenly. We will Venmo Tuttle exactly $25.99 for all his hard work, though.
Yeah, Tuttle puts in the work. We appreciate him. He's always been a part of the show.
Does anyone want to send $100 of Ty Bot?
That was a good bit.
That was honestly, you can't even be mad. That was such a good bit.
The Caleb, going back to the Caleb Williams stuff though, seeing everyone start to realize that Caleb Williams, might actually be good and they were wrong. It just gives me hope for the Cam Ward apologies next year. I
think you're gonna have a harder time finding that. But Dave, I'm remaining open. I definitely don't want to be stat Twitter guy of like Justin Herbert or Cameron Ward's the worst fucking quarterback in the league. Shit is terrible. Because you can just watch him and see that he's not. I will provide one moment of real football analysis, 19 minutes into the program, that everyone, the comments are always asking for this. I had never thought of a great way to explain why Caleb is still able to get good results while missing a lot of easy throws. He has the lowest completion percentage in the NFL. He has the greatest percentage of off-target throws, but he's top 10 in YPA, and obviously they won the division. So obviously he's getting good results. And this is so simple. He's shooting 40% from 3 instead of 50% from 2. He has the lowest percentage of his throws, 4.6%, at or behind the line of scrimmage in the NFL since they started tracking it. Not in the NFL this year, since they started tracking average depth of target. So basically what Ben Johnson has done, which I think is really smart, is just said, hey man, if you're going to miss these throws, I'd rather have you miss a throw 35 yards down the field than miss a screen. So there you go. There's some real
The
Caleb
issue
Williams
with the
analysis.
Cam Ward being next year's Caleb Williams is the fourth best weapon on the Bears would immediately become
Would immediately
the
be the best
superstar
weapon.
alpha on the Titans.
No, you don't. You don't know what the Titans are going to do in the offseason.
No, we don't. We never do.
I don't see how they get Colston Loveland, Luther Burden type guys on their team.
Okay, were Colson Loveland and Luther Burden on the Bears last year?
All I
The
know is
Titans
that
have
one
too
of them
many
was number
needs.
one in JJ's model. That's all I know.
Yeah. Speaking of the model, JJ's tweaking the model right now. So
What were you tweaking?
tweak.
Dave?
This is tweak.
Are these knobs?
Yes.
Dave, I have
tweaking the model.
I got knobs. Can you tweak me, Dave?
you might like this, Dave. I have now swapped from ChatGPT
Claude,
to Claude to try and
Oh.
build the slap model.
they got something called co-work that is
Yes.
right up your alley, pal.
Correct. Yes.
You guys see those? What was the AI ads for replacing scouts?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Like
Sort
Gary Begay?
sort by leadership.
Yeah. The scouts are like high-fiving each other because it like summarized their notes.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to Splash Sports for sponsoring this show. We filled our contest so early last week that I'm guessing we've already filled it for this week too, because I don't see a tiers round, but there are other tiers contest out there, and also they've got.
I don't think we have a contest this week. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I don't think we do either. So you can.
So what we are gonna do is we are gonna direct people to this instead. We are gonna direct you guys to the big fat one and done. $250. I'm in there. Peter's in
I'm in
there.
there.
This is the Rick Run Good one and done. Yeah. So if you want to know a little bit, of ball, a little bit of golf ball.
Davis, for those that missed it in the Swollies show last week,
This is your fucking fault, Dave.
well, it kind of is. Although you
No,
said Rich,
no.
you said Rich was on the Packers. I wanted the Bears to win, but anyways, we took 20 minutes to figure out.
Yeah,
the
we
playoff.
took 20 minutes. We gamed it out. We went through every scenario, and then,
we picked
you made me take the Packers instead of the Bears.
And at halftime of that Packers game, I was like, Davis looking good. And then at the end, it was like, all right.
Nothing like doing a $150 playoff survivor, having the right like game theory teams, and then having Dave say, you know what? How about those
Hey,
Green Bay Packers?
We made up for it though, because I did see in the best ball survivor that the $100 survivor that we both entered, you advanced.
Yes, I did in the $100
DK.
single entry.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it was fun. It was fun just to game theory that. Let's get on.
I don't know if it was fun. If anyone watched that Swollies only, I think they were like,
they enjoyed seeing the brilliance that went behind you and I's thought process, figuring out a contest in real time.
Pete, how are the postseason contests treating you?
The splash, I had 5 in the big one. I lost 3 of them. Too much Eagles and Packers myself. So I have 2 bullets left there. Gauntlet went really well. 34 of 150 advancing. But not a ton of like super nutted.
I was going to say,
teams.
did you have any that advanced without Packers?
I haven't gone through and looked at every one of them. I have some Patriots Bears stuff that looks decent. I had a big mitten advance, 2 of my summits advance with almost fully live teams. So I don't know. We'll see. Survive in advance. What about you?
Yeah, it actually went really well. Because I IKB'd the sidekick so much on the Bears.
Yeah.
People keep memeing that, and as someone who used the sidekick for a lot of my drafts, like it was always like a fork in the road where it was just like Jacobs and go down the Packers path or Swift and go down the Bears path. It like seemed relatively agnostic to me.
You would be shocked. You would be shocked to know that bad faith actors on social media are saying that the sidekick did poorly, even though Sacrilegious has like, I looked at Sack's BBMDB. It's like his portfolio. You couldn't buy his portfolio from him for $25,000. He's gonna.
Well,
win
I
like
was just
everything.
so confused about it. Loved the Packers. It was like it loved pieces from that game because they were way too cheap for how good the offenses were and what it meant if you got one of those teams through. So whatever. Yeah.
Many such cases.
I don't get paid by big sidekick. I'm just thought that was hilarious when people are like, it had this extreme Packers bias. I was like, I don't know. I had about half Bears, half Packers.
Okay, let's go to the DFS contest this week. Let's start with quarterback. Obviously, Josh Allen, the most expensive at 7,100.
Man, he cannot keep getting away with all these 1 yard rushing touchdowns.
It's crazy,
bro. He cannot keep getting. He's having these awful fantasy games and then getting away with it.
And he was folded in half like multiple times. I was like, how does he keep coming back? I thought he was done multiple times last week.
It's nuts. I mean, they build the entire plane is built out of Josh Allen. It's like you can't even fight it.
I do think Josh did learn one thing from Patrick Mahomes, which is if you act like you're injured all the time, people do tend to ascribe more greatness to your playoff performances.
That's what Herbert should have realized, that he needed to show that he was as hurt as he actually was a little bit more.
That's why if you see me on the pickleball court and know that, wow, Kitchen's winning.
Is that a pirate out there?
Bad case of plantar fasciitis.
I mean, this has to be all in Caleb Williams, right? Like this is just like they're 7-point dogs. They're not going to be able to run on this front.
I mean, those two are the only ones in like good spots. I mean, the Bears secondary.
You don't think Bo Nix is in a good spot?
Bills, no, the Bills passing defense is really good. Yeah,
well, he can run.
I think it feels like I'd like to already pre-lock RJ Harvey in our lineup.
Yeah. And I would also say I am pretty like if Purdy is going to be the lowest owned quarterback of the slate, that will probably be like on Underdog. Pete, do you think he'll be the quarterback 8?
I was doing that this morning, like in my head, and I put Purdy and Stroud as like the two that don't get drafted 100%, and then like Darnold. I guess Darnold could probably be closer to those three than the next group, but yeah, those three I think will be the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all over. Dude, Purdy is just good, man. Purdy is just a freaking good football player.
He is, but man, like no Kittle really sucks.
Trent Williams didn't play in that game that they got smoked in though, and he played last week and should be good to go.
Yeah.
And they are probably going to have Pearsall back next week. And turns out DeMarcus Robinson is just Randy Moss now.
My gut was like, I just want to bet the under in that game, but yeah, I can see.
I'm okay with pretty much any quarterback except for that Houston New England game, which is just going to feels like a slog fest.
Yeah,
with those defenses.
That game is going to suck. Although I could be I think what's going to happen with projections and with ownership is that's going to be a low owned spot anyway. And there's a little bit of like climate denial with people who do projections on the Ramondre Trevion split. Like Ramondre, since he came back from his injury, I believe it is the first series in his life, first series of 5 consecutive games where he's averaged over 5 yards per carry.
Dude, he's turned Henderson into a trap back. Like Ramondre's the one catching the passes and getting all the high value touches. Like you basically want Hendo in the Pats blowout wins now. In anything that's remotely competitive, you want Ramondre.
Yeah. And Ramondre will not be owned at all here. Probably not that into May. You could sell me on Darnold, JSN, Barner stuff. I mean, the defense is poor. Was not poor enough for any Eagle to get there. I guess Barkley got there.
Oh, dude, I just realized Stephon Diggs revenge game. He could get back-to-back revenge games here. Diggs Bills.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, shit. I was thinking in my head he was still on the Bills. I was like, they play Denver.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make
one
go
really
ahead.
funny Stephon Diggs thing. So they live in the suburbs now, not too far for them stadium, not too far from me. And there's like, do you guys get the next door notifications? Do you guys have that like your neighborhood?
Yeah.
I've got like,
thing?
but I don't check it.
I get the email notifications if one ever pops, and one that popped last week was cracking me up, and it was Cardi B spotted at local Star Market, which is one of the grocery stores, because her and Stephon Diggs are just living in the New England suburbs now, and I'm just picturing all these white ladies trying to Google who the fuck Cardi B is at the grocery store.
You being on, reading neighborhood alerts.
I like it. It's fun. It's mainly just a lot of people who are like, are your packages also getting stolen off your doorstep? And like some old lady sees a fox every now and again. It's pretty good.
All right. We have the same.
That guy who wants us to talk balls really pissed about my
really
next door
struggling.
updates.
Let's get into this week as far as like building a lineup, and all the big contests feature all 4 games. So
They got a little something for us, Peter. They brought it back.
Did they just add that?
They do.
Wow. Because I just looked like 20 minutes ago and I didn't see that.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So we have
T-Mobile, because they didn't have one last week, right?
If they did, it would have just been for the Sunday only.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Kitchen.
So there are 2 players whose price tag, 2 wide receivers whose price tag are pretty low, that if you played them, you could almost play whoever you wanted.
Demarcus Robinson and Jaden Higgins.
Well, I was going to say Kirk.
You would be more predisposed to someone whose initials are
the guy
Kirk.
who scored 31 points yesterday.
I would say you would be more predisposed to playing C. Kirk.
Did you guys see the clip of Stephen A accidentally calling him Charlie Kirk?
No.
Gosh. Yeah.
Oh boy, I bet that played well. No way. If you had to choose between one of those players, and you can put Higgins in that bucket, who would you choose, Davis?
I would choose Jaden Higgins.
Okay. Pete?
Sorry, what are my 3 options? Just
Demarcus Robinson.
Yeah.
Who went off last week.
Yeah.
And then you also have Christian Kirk, who went off last night for over 31 points. And then Jaden Higgins, who caught 3 passes for 39 yards.
Give me Robinson with no Kittle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's
Demarcus Robinson, huh?
I guess. Just got to capitulate quickly here. 7 targets. I guess. Yeah.
I will not be capitulating to big Demarcus Robinson as someone who's intimately familiar with his work.
I think that the Higgins stuff is just so much thinner when you're
especially
looking at,
against
target.
Yeah, against
Higgins was as Don G points out, Higgins got the Joey Porter Jr. matchup last night.
Now he's going to get the Christian Gonzalez treatment.
Christian Gonzalez might be a little banged up.
Yeah, he got hurt.
He's gonna be all right. My boots on the ground sources saw him at Star Market and said,
I was gonna say, did you get the next door alert that he just got some Dunkin'?
Let's just say the produce wasn't the only thing looking fresh in the Star Market yesterday.
All right. Davis.
All right, give me Caleb and give me Loveland.
Well, since when do we get 2 picks? You think you're fucking Tuttle now that just gets to start with a stack?
Yep.
We can play whoever we want. So yeah, okay. Caleb and Loveland. Pete.
I said it earlier. I want to pre-lock RJ Harvey. So consider this my locking of RJ Harvey.
All right.
Bang. I love RJ Harvey. Not for Liam. Liam will be saying, you guys casuals don't understand. Casuals do not understand how good the Bills' run defense really is.
My favorite was, I don't even remember what the first part of the tweet was, but the second part was learn this lesson.
I remember it because I thought it was so insanely funny.
Yeah.
It was Josh Allen and paper clips and rubber bands are the top offense in the NFL. Learn this lesson.
That's what Liam also told me after every one of our chess lessons. Learn this lesson. I did put in the time.
Okay, I will go with JSN against San Francisco.
Yeah, use up all our cap, why don't you?
Well, we've got plenty of players to save money.
All right, Davis, what triple block do you want to do for your single selection?
Luther Bergerino, 4,700.
But you're really going all in.
He had a 70-yard touchdown that got batted down at the line of scrimmage. If that, I don't know the name of the defensive lineman for the Packers that batted it down. But
look who's watching the game.
All I know is that this isn't a T-Mobile. This is the Slappy Optimal for the divisional round weekend that we just built. Slappy Optimal's alive and well.
There's all these options. We're going Bears onslaught. All right, Pete.
Okay, it's to me. I mean, I might as well continue with the Slappy Optimal. I mean, I can't put in. No, I'm not doing Henderson. I have to deviate from this.
Yeah,
I have to deviate from this. What have we learned from these winning best ball teams? It's a balance of the slaps in the boring picks. Let's put in Ramondre here.
Oh, I was gonna say there is no player that the slaps dislike more than Kyron Williams.
Yeah, he's up there for sure.
All right, so let's put in what do we think? Broncos defense 2,800. We have 5,200 per slot remaining. In terms of truly cheap guys, you do have C. Kirk, Jay Noel. Kayshon Boutte was a full-time player in that game. Could go DeMarcus Robinson. You could go Pat Bryant, or you could do Brandon Cooks, but we do probably need one of these cheapies.
So I'm trying to see, what are we trying to get up to? If you go,
you can't.
Swift, we probably don't want to do on this onslaught. I mean, are we trying to get up to?
We can't get Cook, so it would be Kyron or Adams in the flex.
Adams seems good opposite a Caleb Stack if we
can. And if you don't have
Puka,
yeah,
we should probably just change JSN to Puka. Honestly, if we're going with the Chicago stack.
Well, that's a nice way to you double leverage the not having Puka. You play JSN as the other expensive wide receiver, and then you play Adams. So I don't mind that thought.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I like that better actually. I think you do JSN, I think you do Adams, and then we have 3,900 for any of these wide receivers or a second tight end, right? $3,400 Tonjes. Tonjes, Pat Bryant. We can't get Kirk. Noel Cup. Keon Coleman caught a pass last week. Good for him.
I like Pat Bryant.
Here's what I would like.
Laundry bro likes Pat Bryant.
Here's what I would
like. Slappy correlated with Harvey.
I like to go down to Bills defense and then play Christian Kirk.
Look, I know it's a short slate. I know you can play your defense against your running back, but really?
Yeah.
God.
I think that's fine.
This guy really trying to get us uncanceled for Kirk jokes by putting Kirk in here, huh?
Okay. Oh. Okay, and I did get a tweet yesterday or last night at some point from Skeptic Skeeter. Don't let anyone forget you gave out Coker on the Swolecast. I myself forgot, but I'm glad that Skeptic Skeeter is out there.
Can I make
Coker last week? Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I forgot we had JSN. I was gonna maybe pitch 49ers defense instead, but sure.
Okay, there you go.
Sure.
You can enter that in the free contest, T-Mobile, or you can enter in the 250K SPY. It's up to you as far as how much do you trust this Swolecast, guys. All right. Running back. let's talk RBs. We obviously did not put Christian McCaffrey in that lineup.
Do you guys ever
So-
wonder why we build the lineup after QB and before talking about the other positions?
It's just always how it's gone.
No, I know. And I think for the first time in about 6 years, I'm just questioning it.
Because you kind of talk about
Well,
the
Peter,
overall-
it used to be if you want to get down to brass tacks here, it's because once upon a time, long time ago, it's because we used to also build a FanDuel lineup.
we did two.
We did two lineups.
Yeah.
So kind of like it's kind of like the vestigial tale of the Swolecast in which it apply, or maybe vestigial tale probably is not appendix. The lineup building has become the appendix, where at one time it served an evolutionary purpose, but we have evolved past it.
We also did the overview, like the actual overview first, where we talk about
Actual overview? What does that mean, you people?
No, I mean, no offense. I don't.
No,
Gosh,
look, I get it, dude. The show's
Whoa.
different. The show's real different.
Ever since Silva left, things kind of went downhill. I was a little concerned when I saw that last week's show had just as many views as like the start of the season. And it was like, man, people are sick, or they just stumbled upon something, and like that one guy's not going to be back. Anyways, back to running back. Got a few we can talk about. I mean, even Kenneth Walker and Sharps at 5,500 and 5,300. No, Davis. No.
I think your core is Harvey, Kyron, Marks, and anyone else does.
I think you can take stabs on those. Niners defense is still bad. I like Sharps. He's been their goal line guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. And I mean, the 49ers defense is really bad. It's just like, I don't think I can do the Kenneth Walker thing to myself again.
That's fine, but I think you got to include Sharps.
Imagine if this is the week. Imagine this is the week he scores a 77-yard rushing touchdown in a 4-game slate.
Dude, that's just how this. I said on a Friday show, I was like, the one guy I would be most pissed about going off in wildcard weekend would be Khalil Shakir. And he didn't kill you on underdog.
I was going to say,
fucking 10 balls.
Went off. He went off for Khalil
12
Shakir.
catches.
That's going off for Khalil Shakir. He's been having like 1.5 catches a game. Kenneth Walker could be this week's Khalil Shakir.
Given the depth of running back and receiver, would you rather play Christian McCaffrey, Puka, or JSN?
Puka.
JSN.
There you go. I would say CMC. So
Puka is just a singular fantasy point force, dude. Like he had a 40-point first half in his hands. That touchdown drop was one of the most stunning drops I've ever seen. Like, what was going on there?
The thing, I think, I agree in a vacuum, but I just think playing DFS that there's so many ways that you can play off of like Puka fail scenarios that really benefit your lineups way more than just not playing JSN. The Rams can win in so many ways. We saw plenty of games this season where it's the Kyron game, it's the Adams game, it's the Stafford spread game. And people are going to feel so much comfier playing Puka this week after not seeing JSN, after Puka goes nuke. I don't know. I just think it's a good pivot this week.
I mean, I agree with you, but I agree with you, and my reticence to change my mind is probably indicative of what you're saying, which is even someone who knows better and knows that the ownership split is going to be changed doesn't care. Like I still probably, like, on my spy team, I'm going to say, yeah, but I just want the Puka points.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the Bears secondary has been getting shredded. So
to RKFD's point, Puka like literally was like shook, like mentally like out of it because the drop was so bad. It was wild.
Speaking of drops, can we talk real quick about fucking AJ Brown out there this weekend? My God, dude.
He's bad.
You know, sometimes like when the vibes are off on a team, there's just nothing you can do. As someone adheres to a lot of Eastern philosophy bullshit. I just think that like spiritually that team was so bereft of good vibes. It like almost didn't matter what anyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Well, the sad part about what team AJ Brown is on next year is that he will cost the Eagles about $75 million in dead cap to be traded. So he's probably on the Philadelphia Eagles next year. But Sirianni will be fired, Patullo will be fired, and hopefully I can stop reading everyone's bad opinions on Jalen Hurts.
James Cook is not going to be rostered at all this week.
No, he won't. And if
he's a great tournament play.
If Ty Johnson misses, I bet a bunch of like James Cook like reception overs and stuff did not get there in any way, shape, or form. But with no Ty Johnson, dude, I mean, Joe, has there ever been a coordinator of an offense this good, of a team this good, that so obviously deserves to be fired more than Joe Brady?
He's awful, man.
He's so Frank Gore Jr. coming in and running routes.
But his incompetence led to the beautiful phrase about the Bills with rubber bands and duct tape. Is a lesson to learn. I hope Joe Brady learns that lesson this year.
I don't know.
You mentioned Woody Marks. Playoff Woody Marks could be a thing.
He's so bad. I mean, it's almost
that was his best game of the year.
Yeah,
last night.
No, his best game of the year was against the Titans.
He averaged like 6 yards per carry last night.
He had like 32 fantasy
Davis
points
didn't watch last night. He doesn't know what happened.
I watched the condensed version this morning.
Yeah, but in real time, it seemed more impressive, right?
Woody Marks is the worst interior runner of any of the 14 teams that qualified for the postseason. I feel very comfortable saying that.
I like him.
If you go like Marks and Sharps, and you can get
he's fine. He's fine because the work is going to be there, and if he gets a 1-yard touchdown,
yeah. I mean, I would say he's probably going to project for the 4th most carries. CMC, Cook, Harvey, and then it's probably him.
He might even project for more than Harvey, really.
Yeah. It'll be really fascinating to see how much bullshit Sean Payton. I mean, it was last year, wasn't it? It was the Bills. The Broncos played the Bills in the first round of the playoffs, and he was doing that 3. Yeah. They were doing that 3 rotation with Estime, McLaughlin, and Javonte. Who's letting each of them get 1 carry.
This is a really funny bit because obviously the thing people would say about Nick Chubb forever is that he was the best pure rusher in the league. He might be the worst pure rusher in the league, honestly.
I mean, the worst pure rusher on the league is the former best pure rusher in the league who just happens to be
happened to be his backup. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Woody Marks was like my 4th most drafted player in best ball. Like I understand the allure, but I just like the way he gets to points. Like this is something I've really learned a lot from Gretsch is like you can get to a certain extent of fantasy points just by existing and being on the field. But if you don't have any ability to generate fantasy points over expectation, your projection is just a lot thinner. And like Ramondre is a really good example of that because I don't know what kind of gray market Chinese peptides he got on when he was on the IR. But this dude looks incredible. I mean, he just does.
I think the key to the slate at running back is you're going to have to figure out one of these like Marks, Henderson, Ken Walker, Sharps, Ramondre types. Mm-hmm. That is one of those guys is going to hit for a pretty meaningful score. It's just which fucking one is it?
What about what about Swift? I mean, he's been really efficient.
Awesome.
Awesome might be.
He has, dude.
He's quite good in the receiving game, which I guess we've always known.
Yeah, I mean he's even for the like Manungai stuff at the goal line. I mean, he's still been getting a lot of rushing touchdowns, which is, I thought that was all going to go to 0 once they really started liking Monangai there.
Okay, let's
do
move on.
you know Kyle Monangai's nickname?
Is this a
No.
joke?
It's not a joke. I believe this was passed around in my Discord, so I guess I can't see to it being true. But apparently they called him Big Chungus.
Oh no, I have actually seen this. This is
Okay.
he. There's an interview about this where that's like his favorite meme he talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't want to just make it up, but he runs like a big chungus. Like it's perfectly apt.
The gauntlet returns is live, folks. Playoff returns.
Big day for people like me.
Okay, wide receiver Davis. I think the only Bears player you have not mentioned or picked yet, Rome Odunze. Any thoughts on him?
Yeah, it's over. It's over for Rome. It was a good 4-week run. But he hath been replaced by the combination of Colston Loveland and Luther Burden.
Olamide Zacchaeus.
I agree.
Olamide barely played.
I agree with Davis, but Rome could also certainly do a Christian Kirk impersonation.
Oh, sure.
In a 1-game sample.
I mean, he got he got some target. He got some high value targets.
Well,
if Caleb was remotely accurate in the first half,
he actually got no high value targets. All his targets were the bailouts, were the scramble, run, try and figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would like corner end zone targets. I think those are high value targets.
Well, here, let's just pull up so that everyone knows I'm not making stuff up. Let's pull up the Bears targets from last week.
They would never.
Average depth of target for Rome, 20 and a half. These are like pure like no hopers. Everyone else between 9 and 12.
Unless they hit Davis, that's kind of what we're saying.
Well, I mean, dude, he
reward
down to 72% of the routes. I mean,
Davis, isn't this part of your case for Caleb that he's just willing to chuck it?
I mean, I'm just a burden, bro, and I can't help it.
Rome also coming back from an injury. I mean, he's
right, but is the stress fracture in his foot gonna heal in 6 days?
He looked fine to me on Saturday. Okay, so wide receivers.
Well, Kitchen,
already
let's
talked
go to
about
you.
the high value.
You're the Coker whisperer. Who's this week's Coker?
I'm how much was Coker last week? Do we have a price threshold?
What
he was
he
40,
like 38?
Yeah, no, he was 4 something.
Yeah.
Kitchen, I'll let you do anything under 4,800.
Let's see. Is Pearsall coming back?
Just don't ask questions. I need conviction.
Has he been? How long has he been away from the EMFs?
I'll give some conviction. Let's go with Brandon Cooks this week as a tournament play.
What was the? I honestly don't know. I want to know how many routes he ran last week. He ran 54% of the routes, 24% of the targets. Gabe Davis tore his ACL last week. Josh Palmer is on the IR.
If Josh Allen does not underthrow him by 10 yards, he would have housed that one touchdown.
I mean, I guess a real football guy would know this, but how do you let Brandon Cooks be that wide open on like a game-winning drive? Like that is so embarrassing for the Jags.
Let Brandon Cooks. All right. What are you guys' cheap receivers this week, Peter?
Glad you asked. I do like Booty. I think Kitchen, just scroll up, dude. Just scroll up, dude. Everything doesn't have to be sexual. And I do like Pat Bryant. I think he's going to have a bigger role than Troy Franklin this week. And you're saving 1,000 difference there?
Yeah. Many are saying he might hit double digits this week.
Mm.
Or like it's possible. Okay, Davis, cheap wide receiver.
You might have heard of him, guy by the name of Luther Burden.
Other than Luther Burden.
I do like Pete's boy, Pat Bryant. I do think you can get away with one of Shaheed or Cup. Shavers, Coleman. I mean, one of those guys could catch a touchdown for sure.
You really do not like Christian Kirk. You're not mentioning him.
No, the one I really don't like is Demarcus Robinson. D-Rob, he just has been around. Oh, Peter.
I know why historically. I'm saying, being a real analyst for a second. Why
because
don't you like
the
DeMarcus
type of
Robinson
usage
this
that
week?
Demarcus Robinson gets, you can never pattern match 1 week to the next week. Demarcus
Well, you
Robinson
can
is
when
like,
the other biggest target earner is now removed from the offense.
but that's what I'm saying is Demarcus Robinson, not a target earner. He exists to exist.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
who is Brock Purdy throwing to if it's not DeMarcus
I think it's
Robinson?
Jennings this week.
Juwan Jennings, Jake
Yeah.
Tonjes,
Well,
Christian
you should
McCaffrey.
be slamming Juwan Jennings if you think
Yeah.
DeMarcus Robinson's targets are going to zero. Because that means he's
I'm
gonna have
going
10
to.
targets.
I'm going to slam it.
better.
You're gonna slam him so
I'm gonna
hard.
slam it, dude. I'm playing 100% Juwan Jennings.
All right.
He gets the best targets. He has the best quarterback. He earns the best volume.
I'm going to
All
ask
Juwan
PD to
Jennings.
spin up an API for your red zone lineup this week to ensure you have 100% Juwan Jennings.
Okay. Other receivers that we haven't talked about before we move on to tight
Efton
end and get out
Chisholm
of here.
next. Yeah.
Yes. Although when he threw that pass, I was like, maybe he's not the well-rounded athlete I thought
He
he
wasn't the
was.
Julian Edelman that you
No,
wanted there on that throw. That's for
maybe
sure.
him. Maybe he should just stick to special teams and call it a day. Okay, Davis, any other wide receiver insights before we move on?
I guess being serious for a second, I do think Kayshon Boutte actually probably is legitimately
Over Diggs?
in play. I mean, I just assume that the Texans have really good number one corner. I wouldn't know his name, but assuming he exists, I assume he's quite good. Stingley, right?
Derek Stingley Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tight end.
By the way, do we want to do some breaking news on the program?
Sure, yeah.
Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison arrested by Seminole police on trespassing charge in Hillsborough County, Florida, according to court reports obtained by Heavy Sports.
Gosh.
Pete, how is that
Interesting
going to
news.
affect Brosmer's legacy?
I just think, Kitchen, don't you think this is kind of like
Minnesota needs to get more serious.
well, Minnesota bias, and it's funny that Davis hasn't pulled up any updates on Rashi Rice on the show recently either.
That
Willing
is
to kind of sweep that under the rug.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
I already did my Rashi Rice bit, man. You know what I want? I'd like the Chiefs to draft a wide receiver with a 4.0 GPA who's afraid of women. That's what I would like. I would
The Patriots will send you guys Efton Chisholm for a 7.
Hey, buddy, Efton Chisholm would be the best man beater, best man coverage beater on the roster, probably.
Sure would. All right, tight end.
Yeah. Let's not
Colson
say
Lovelander
names.
log out.
No, tight end is actually sick. So you've got Loveland, you've got Schultz, who is the leverage off of Chalk Kirk. You've got Henry, who leads the Patriots in shit. I already forgot the stat, but like something with red zone production.
them.
You've got both the Rams guys who are getting
Tongas.
leverage on Puka. You've got Tonjes. You've got Barner, who leads the Seahawks in red zone targets. Then Kincaid literally leads all tight ends and tight ends per route run. Now, or targets per tight ends per route run. God damn it, Davis. Targets per route run. Now, obviously, that's fake to some degree because he runs about 7 routes per game, but like tight end is actually sick.
I don't know if I would call this list of names we're looking at.
Yeah. You missed one Evan Ingram, I guess, to round out that sick lineup of tight ends that we have to choose from. Like I am not I'm not impressed. Just give me
Give
me Colson Loveland and let's move on. Like, there's no reason. The only other reason is if you're going 2 tight ends for one of these other guys, and they have to score.
That's what I'm saying. So that is what I'm saying is that I think probably like Parkinson and Higbee and Tonjes and Barner are better than doing 2 of the cheapy wide receivers. Like give me Tonjes straight up over D-Rob.
Yeah. I think Higbee's probably a pretty good play. Obviously, Parkinson had that sick touchdown. People will probably default to him if they're doing a Rams tight end. Higbee had the same amount of targets, like pretty similar route participation.
No, I completely agree, Peter.
Okay. All right. That'll
we got to
wrap
do
up.
No, we got to do a splash.
Yeah, that wraps up the DFS part. You're gonna do a golf one and done?
So I'm gonna enter this, and I'm
Isn't
gonna
the
say,
player pool not generated yet, or did that?
I'm just adding my entry, my $250 entry, and I will say if you are a $5 a month Swolecast member, and we do have it. I will say if I win or whatever, because it's not winner take all like Survivor. So whatever I win, I will give 10% away to a Swoley. So if I win 10,000, I'll send you 1,000. If I win whatever it is, 10%, I will do we'll do a giveaway on the Friday show at the end. And on the Friday show, I will Dave, maybe in the off season we move I was going to say move it to Wednesday, but that probably doesn't work. Cause I was going to say
we've literally already talked about this behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, you might not know this, but I don't have a great mind for organization.
Does he not?
Well, okay. What I will say is every week I will in the Swoley's channel, I will give away some of the data golf data that I'm looking at to make my pick in the Swoley's only channel.
Bet Data Golf stoked about that.
I'm not gonna post their sheet.
Can you?
But I will.
Can you tell people just real quickly what the one and done is? You're picking for each tournament. Are you picking one person that wins it all, or one person that finishes in the money?
So it's literally this is the simplest contest on earth. You select one golfer every week. After you have selected them, you cannot select them again. You are awarded the prize money that they get. So if they get 7th place and they get $100,000, you get $100,000 or 100,000 points if you would prefer. And at the end of the year, the person that has and the payout structure actually is pretty good on this. But you just are awarded points there. People, I will say, are generally far too fancy in these games. Basically, you should never pick someone in one and done who is not a top 50 player in the world. And people do this stuff all the time. So don't. I
would love to do. I love the idea of whatever they make, you get credit for. There's no other, whatever their value is. They should do that for fantasy, like free agents. You draft your team, and then whatever their next paycheck is.
Oh, that's what I'm doing for ship chasing hosts. I announced that last week.
Yes, Splash does have golf DFS. They have it works the same way the NFL DFS does. It's in tiers. Yeah, works the same way. I'll give this one away for free.
Oh
yeah.
Boy.
I am going to be selecting Robert McIntyre, Bobby Mack, for the Sony Open in Hawaii. So there you go. I'm going to save that pick. There you go. But very cool contest. And if you sign up to be a $5 a month member, you can financially benefit off of these picks if you so choose.
All right. Davis, appreciate you.
David, people are clamoring, by the way, for more Swolcudas.
I mean, it's coming. Swolcuda season is coming.
What happened to PETA's Cutta arc when Peter was going to become a Cutta guy? People are asking that more and more.
Don't think it made it, but we actually talked to Splash. I mean, about doing some sort of Calcutta. This is right up their alley as far as the office pool.
You know what?
picks.
We missed a trick because we could have done a playoff.
Yeah,
kinda.
Calcutta for playoff would have been fun.
Yeah.
You know what, Dave? Start your wheels grinding, and by that I mean assign Claude a research task. How can we do a kutta for the Super Bowl? Player
Okay.
props, squares. I don't know. You get your personal assistant on that. And,
You could do a quick one that's just like touchdown scores, and you could include defense. It'd be a shorter draft, but that could be fun. Seeing how much
Could
you're
be.
paying up for.
Yeah.
You could make it really complex and be like, you value of the
Well, keep
Super
in
Bowl
mind the
squares
last
pick.
time. So keep in mind the last time we assigned you a project that you deemed kind of complex. It was the auction draft that you guys never finished.
No, you know, you
Don't
didn't.
lump me. Don't lump me into that.
Yeah, I
Do
remember
not
Pete was
lump
like,
me.
"Kitchen, you need to spin up a surprise auction draft, please." And I did, and didn't get any help with that. So, all right, Pete, Davis, it's time for us to go give our final thoughts. Davis, we'll start with you.
Final thoughts. I mean, for the first time in my life, I think you could say I actually ran good in playoff best ball over the last 72 hours. So that felt good. I think, Pete, I think I might have become an advance rate bro. Because having good advance rates for the first time ever did make me I see why people do want to be advance rate bros. I completely get it now. Like why
It
people
gives
are
you hope.
Yeah. Like I understand now why people were week 8 like screenshot advance rate bros. So shout out to the advance rate bros.
To your weekly show with Ray Zanny this offseason.
All right. I mean, it could have been for sure. Pete.
I just want to say, if you lock button one player this week, make sure it's Christian Kirk and not Charlie Kirk. Don't make the same mistake as Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, I did. That reminds me. I did this last week in our lineup.
You did what?
There's in our DK lineup, because I'm just like going through with it and didn't pay attention till afterwards. There was another Reed that played last week, and it wasn't Jaden Reed. It was another Jay Reed. I think they played. Maybe he plays for the Panthers.
Okay.
But I was like, how did I not get my points for Reed? And I looked at it. I was like, oh, it's the wrong.
You did that?
Yes,
Oh,
the
wow.
wrong Reed, because I was just typing in the last names on the Swolecast.
It's funny because that was my biggest sweat when we were hand inputting all of our FFPC entries, is when I would type in ETN, Trevor Etienne would pop up first, or maybe it wasn't first, but I was always terrified I was going to select the wrong TETN.
Yeah. So that was a thing. I did that. Just Jaseem Reed is who I drafted, or as they call him, Jay Reed, which is what I also
probably got.
him.
The Sims probably liked it at really low ownership.
Yeah, if he went off and I won like $100,000, and then everyone just said either A, I was not being genuine, or B, I was just an idiot that lucked out, would have been a good bid, and I would have taken it. All right. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We love y'all. Appreciate our sponsors for this show. We definitely love y'all. Promo code SWOLY if you haven't deposited yet on Splash, and also promo code SWOLE on Run the Sims if you're playing any DFS best ball contest.
It'll be free for the Super Bowl, by the way. Run the Sims. So if you want to create an account over there, get your showdown stuff set up for the Super Bowl over at Run the Sims. And shout out to Nerdy Tenor, the creator of the sim process that you use when you click Sim Runner Pro over on Run the Sims. The guy who built that did just win $1 million playing NFL DFS.
All right. So on behalf of Pete and Davis and Tuttle, I'm Kitchen. We'll see you next time here in the Swolecast, sponsored by Splash Sports. Peace.
Are you David Maddox from the Swolecast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand context.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research